This is a special edition of the Sports Guy. Actually, I'm Guy the Sports Mike. This is Guy the Sports Mike, and this is a Bizarro edition of what I think. Everything's backwards. Everything's backwards in Bizarro World. The Mets are off to a 3-0 start. And the Yankees are off to an 0-3 start. Bizarre. Upside down. Backwards. Very, very strange. Very, very strange. This happened a few years ago. But not to worry, Bizarro fans. You know everything is backwards and everything is upside down. The last time the Yankees started the season 0-2, and perhaps 0-3, they've done it twice in the last 10, 12 years. 2009, they started 0-2. They finished with the best record in baseball and won the World Series. 1998, they started 0-2. They may have been 0-3 too, I'm not sure. But that's the other time before this year that they started 0-2 in the last 10, 12, 13 years. They finished not only with the best record in baseball, but the most games in the modern era up to that point. I think about 113 wins. I think Seattle may have broken it with 116 a few years later. But they had 113 wins and, of course, won the World Series. So, for their second time in 3 years under Joe Torre. So, not to panic, Yankee fans. Yes, they're 0-3. But it's a 162-game season or thereabouts. So, it is a marathon, not a sprint. Sabathia never has pitched a decent opening day start since he came to the Yankees in 4 years. He always ends up usually getting a no decision or losing. I don't think he has a win. Maybe he got one last year. And they're going to be fine. The Yankees are going to be fine. Tampa Bay is a team to be respected. And what Madden's doing with this situational shifts, defense, and everything, he's even doing with A-Rod. He's a very good manager. This computer stuff is here to stay. It obviously worked. The Yankees are going to have to figure out how to adjust to teams doing these shifts against them. But again, it's a long season. It's a marathon. And being a New Yorker, being a homer, I do hope the Mets do well. My wish for them, of course, was just not to suck too bad this year. I predicted last year that the Nationals would be better than them. So I was not too surprised by what the Nationals did last year or the year before. But right now, Mets are 3-0. Almost got a no-hitter out of Jonathan Nees with his new nose and his new contract, and he almost pitched a no-no. So, again, right now, New York sports, it's Bizarro World. Yankees 0-3, Mets 3-0. But there's 160 almost games, 159 games or whatever to play, not counting if there's a one-game playoff. So don't panic yet. As I've said before, you really don't know what you have with a team till the 20 and 40 game mark. 20, you just have half a clue. You hope they're at least 12-8 or better. You know you probably got something. 8 and 12 or worse. You know they really got problems to fix. Anything in between, you really still don't know for another 20 games. 40-40, then you got a clue. 24 and 16 or better. You're definitely in the right direction. You're looking at a 98 to 100 win season possibly. If you're, of course, 16 and 24 or worse, at that point, now it's time to get a little nervous. Quarter of the season going, and you're really going in the wrong direction. And again, stuff in between, still time to adjust. So again, it's Bizarro World right now. And that's why Guy the Sports Mike is here instead of Mike the Sports Guy. But Yankees are playing as we speak. I believe it's 1-1. I wanted to do this early today. It didn't work out. I think it's 1-1 now. Von Nova's going for the Yankees, and it's early, second or third inning. So still time to right the ship. And I'm going to be optimistic with the Mets and say just because they started 3-0, I'm not saying that they're going to suddenly drop to horrible, but don't get too excited because they're 3-0. And you Yankee fans, for sure, don't panic because they're 0-3. Again, besides the fact it's a long season, historical precedents, the last 2 times they were 0-2 the last dozen years, they finished with the best record in baseball, won the whole thing. So don't get too concerned about the first week. Again, see where they are after 20 games, See where they are after 40 games. That'll give you much more of a take on the pulse of the team. So, for Mike the Sports Guy, this is Guy the Sports Mike saying, keep watching, and I'll catch you on the flip-flop.